Hip Hop Media Power Rankings 2024. Last year they did it and it caused a decent amount of controversy. They released the new list this year. Let me just read this real quick. Last year we published our inaugural Hip Hop Media Power Rankings. Joe Budden took the top spot. Fierce commentary ensued. From those both on and off the list, life moved on. The hip hop media ecosystem continued its relentless churn. But then in late March, a sudden release of incendiary Kendrick Lamar verse on a song from Future and Metro Boomin called Like That brought a simmering megastar beef to full boil. Many back and forths followed, and essentially the Kendrick Drake beef. Let's see. Gabe P on the radar. Oh, this is okay. This is the guy that every on the radar freestyle he's doing the this is Gabe P on the radar freestyle. I'ma let I cook and I'ma step out of here. Gabe P, relax. AI generated article. That's not a bad pick. Is that AIM? That's not AIM. My bad, AIM. Arshawn Jawade. I don't know who this is. Cole Bennett interview. Laser Dim. I don't know who that is. Jason Lee. Humorous commentary on pop culture, inside info, and headline grabbing interviews. He sounds familiar. DDG interview. Jordan Lucas interview. He sounds hella familiar. I just can't put my name on it. Adam 22 dropped down the rankings. Yeah, Adam 22 getting canceled last season. Obviously, he still has a platform. And he has built a brand that's like pretty hard to cancel, to be fair. But yeah, Adam 22, in terms of his influence, has really gone down. I ain't gonna lie, cause his thing used to be the underground artist, the up and coming artist used to go to him for an interview. That's just kind of shot. A bunch of his shows don't really do that well anymore, from my understanding. And essentially, bro's just focused on like OF and porn content now, which, hey, bro, that's his life. But in terms of the hip hop media shit, yeah, this makes sense. Van Lathan. I'm not mad at that. Trap Lord Ross. Okay, so he wasn't on the list last season. Did he have a crazy blow up, or did they just not? They just snub him last year? Trap Lord Ross. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The last Trap Lord Ross video I watched was the King Von one. Yes, this one, dude. Me and Dama watched that shit on Discord for like a whole, like, when it released. We watched it the day after for like 4 hours straight, or however long this was. This shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy. But ever since then, has he done anything crazy, though? Yeah, he's been putting out some good shit. Yeah. Trap Lord Ross is very controversial because depending on how you look at his content, he can be extremely problematic. But at the same time, like, apparently if you watch his content a lot, like, he does the proper research in order to, like, deliver the information. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't like channels that do shit like this. Like, it'd be one thing to do this, do these types of videos for, like, you know, NBA players, the rise and fall of Dwight Howard and shit. But when we're talking about, like, a lot of gang violence, it's like I don't know how I feel about someone like capitalizing off of gang violence to this degree. I don't know. That's a slippery slope too. But Trap Lord Ross at 20. I mean, he got the numbers to prove it. Nadeska Alexis. Shout out to Nadeska, man, because I really thought she was just the Molly Karam of the that show she had with DJ Academics and Joe Budden. But she has definitely carved out her own lane. I think she has a show on Apple Music now, and she has another show. I forgot who. I think with Ebro. I think she has another show with Ebro that's pretty good. So that's fair. Academics and Adam 22 might actually have blood on their hands. Damn. Yeah, I remember. Not I remember because I wasn't watching Ack at that time, but yeah, Ack And the whole Chirac shit, he was getting a lot of shit for that, though. Sway at 18. Sway moved up? What has Sway done in the last year, though? Sway's just been hella consistent. Like, his claim to fame is longevity. But I just don't know what Sway did the last year to move up. Angela Yee. It's not easy moving on from something that's successful. But in 22, Angela Yee took the leap, leaving the Breakfast Club after a masterful 12-year run as a sensible third mic. Okay, I think she started her own platform this year that's doing relatively well. That's not bad. Big Boy. Not bad. Angie Martinez. I don't know enough about her. Bootleg Kev. Has his podcast blown up? You know what's crazy? The only reason I know about Bootleg Kev chat, ironically enough, is because of Iman Shumpert. Oh shit, my fucking soundboard ain't working. But yeah, I think he has like these clips right here from 2 years ago. This is what really put me on a Bootleg Kev, bro. Iman Shumpert and how the Cavs reacted to Kevin Durant. But outside of that, I think he takes like a very high quantity over quality approach, and his views are just hella volatile. Like, you would think for the amount of subs that he got that he would be pulling consistent views, but like, look at these views, bro. One clip can go from 19K, next clip can't even crack 200 views. You know what I'm saying? Like, this podcast can't even get 2K. But obviously he has a couple podcasts that have cracked like a shit ton of views. So yeah, he's definitely taking the quantity over quality approach, which I'm not too mad at him for. 256 is insane, bro. Look at this, bro. 193, 288, 380. This is a volatile ass channel. You just be interviewing everyone, bro. God damn. Thanasis? Why does this dude look like me? What the fuck? Who is this? Thanasis interview chat? That is insane. Look at him using the exact same thumbnail picture in every single one, bro. Yeah, you got some work to do. Bro roasted himself. I mean, I'm being realistic. Rory and Maul. Not ranked last year. I think Rory and Maul had a good year. Excuse me. I think there was a decent amount of hype when they left. Obviously, when they first left the Joe Budden podcast to start their own podcast. But then there was a period of time where Rory and Maul they were struggling. I ain't gonna lie. But I think over this last year they've kind of carved out their own lane. And they're doing better than last year. So for them to move up, though, this much, I don't know. I don't know about that. From unranked to 13. But they've had a decent amount of moments this year. I'm not too mad at that. They've had a decent amount of moments this year. Where's Bob? Is Bobby Altoff going to be on this? Does she count? Lil Yachty and Mitch. I love their podcast, bro. I love their podcast. The Lil Yachty podcast to me is kind of like the rap version of the podcast P-Pod, but like better. Nori, okay. I'm not too mad at that. Nardwar was 22 last year. Okay. Gillian Wallow. Okay. I will say this. I think when it comes to like a podcast being able to make pop culture topics and sports topics work, Gillian Wallow and I'm blanking on their name right now. Cam and Mace. They've done a really good job at that, bro. They've done a really good job of like being able to talk about sports, but you know what I'm saying, talk about other shit too. Which, hey, I know a lot of y'all miss the old Let's Keep It a Buck days. That may be the blueprint for content like that, though. I ain't gonna lie. But we don't got the pull that they do. Anthony Fantano at 8. Yeah, Anthony Fantano been doing this for a decent amount of time. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this at all. But at 8, though, actually, at 8, Are they over Gilly and Wallow and Nardwar and Nori, Lil Yachty and Mitch? Fantano does have a really big platform, though. Like a really big platform. I'm still not mad at it. I'm still not mad at it. Ebro, he not better than Gilly. That's fair. Ebro, okay, he moved up a little bit. DJ Vlad, he moved up. I don't think DJ Vlad did anything to move up, though. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, nah. I gonna lie, I didn't get why people hated DJ Vlad at first. Because every time I watch his interviews, I mean, it just looked like a regular interview. Like, this was back in, like, a couple years ago, though. When DJ Vlad interviews. Bro. Now I see why y'all hate him. And I fucking hate DJ Vlad now, too, bro. The questions he be throwing out there just to get, like, gotchas and shit, that is actually a clip farmer, bro. DJ Vlad is a hip-hop clip farmer, bro. Oh, my goodness. Elliot Wilson. Not too mad at that. Charlemagne. He was at 3 last year. Charlemagne. Okay. Kai Cenat. I don't... Chat, do y'all consider Kai hip-hop media? Do y'all consider Kai hip-hop media, bro? I do not consider Kai hip-hop media. I'm being so serious. And motherfuckers tried to pull that card with Kai last year. I forgot what situation it was. People were talking about, I mean, Kai's a hip-hop guy, man. He's in hip-hop media. So now we got to hold Kai Cenat to like, hip-hop media journalistic standards. And I'm like, bro, Kai is a live streamer who got enough clout to bring rappers on his stream. He brings on the rappers. He has normal conversations with them. He does activities, and that's about it. If that qualifies Kai Cenat to be a part of hip-hop press, that's kind of crazy. Now, do I think he's a part of a rapper's press run? If they can get it off, I do believe that. But if that's enough to get you to be a member of hip-hop media, then be my guest. Then I guess Aiden Ross got to be on here, too, when he was doing that shit. And I don't think they'd put Aiden Ross on here. Like prime Aiden Ross on here. You know what I'm saying? So, that's Dick Eat. But shout out to Kai, though. Joe Budden at 2. Damn, moved down from 1. And DJ Academics at 1. I am not mad at this. At the 1 and 2, I do think it's Joe and Ak, which is crazy because I feel like the way their individual careers have panned out is kind of similar to the NBA when it comes to Shams and Woj. Like, they're like 1 and 2, and at one point in their career, they used to be on the same team type shit. But I'm not mad at this, bro. Ak had a crazy year last 12 months compared to Joe. You know what I'm saying? Joe is still Joe, but specifically during the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef, bro, yo, Ak was going crazy. Bro. I was looking at his cumulative live concurrent viewers. I swear to God, like, Ak had 25K on Twitch. He then had like 70 on YouTube. He probably had another 10 on Rumble. And then on Twitter, apparently the live viewership is like total live viewerships. But that shit said 100 million, bro. That shit said 100 million. So Ak probably, during the peak of Kendrick versus Drake, consistently probably pulled altogether 70, 30, 120K. Probably. Maybe even 150K. And those are like Kai Cenat, big ass stream, whatchamacallit, like Jinxie numbers, bro. Like that's insane. That's insane. So I do think Ak separated himself from the crowd this year. Joe was still Joe. He just didn't have anything like special that happened this year when it came to him. But In terms of the list, did they snub anyone? Chat, do y'all think they snubbed anyone? I don't think Kai should be on here at all. I feel like this is similar to, I think even Complex. Yeah, Complex made that list too with the NBA, bro. This is their Kenny pick, low-key. Not even low-key, this is their Kenny pick. This is their Kenny pick. They just wanted a Gen Z influencer in there. Yeah, this is their Kenny pick. And shout out to Kenny. That shouldn't be taken as disrespect. But did they snub anyone? Bobby Altoff, you could consider, is hip hop media if they have this loose ass criteria that if you just interview rappers, whatchamacallit, that you could be on this list. You could also make the case that Funny Marco may be on here. Hot Ones doesn't, they don't specify too much in hip hop music, so I'm not mad at them not being on here. Oh, NFR podcast. NFR podcast has been going crazy over this last year. I ain't gonna lie. And I don't know if they have like any music background for real. It just seemed like an independent YouTube podcast, music podcast. But over this last year, bro, NFR podcast has been going crazy. And on this list, if Traplo Ross can make it, I will put NFR podcast like at 24, bro. 24, 25. NFR could probably make it. Outside of that, that's probably it. That's probably it for me. But W list complex, W list.